Okay, round two, game two. Onwards and upwards. So swapping sides. We've got Andy on the left, playing HB Engineering the Future. A faction he has verbally stated that he cannot stand, but he's obviously if you can't beat him, he's joining them. And then I've got myself, Jonny on the right, playing Valencia. A slight twist on the recent Grim Feast deck. And first game went a bit long, so I'm not sure how we're going to do here, but happy to chalk up another win. So we're looking okay in the standings. Lots of shuffling. Always good to shuffle.
Yeah, you get the campaigns going and the runners and keep them in check. Does have a power to the way. Someone put a bad foot there.
Okay, and yes, of course, Valencia starts. Means the corp starts with that one bad publicity. So I expect lots of blackmail, right? Yeah. Okay, and my hand, I can see a parasite there. So tempted to keep. Yep, looks like Andy's not too happy.
I think I'm going to keep.
So he's going to mulligan.
Well, it was an agenda hand. Yeah.
And yeah, he's just said that quite a few agendas in hand, so going to shuffle and have another go. Always think the runner mulligan is a little safer than the court mulligan. If the court mulligan looks just about bearable, then it's better to stick with it, I find, rather than take the mulligan and, you know, sod's law, you end up with a worse hand, and that could be the game already lost. But obviously Andy not too happy, but he's going to have to keep that, so 5 and a 6 card for the mana tree.
Oh, activist. Oh, yeah. You go legwork, and then you after you take a shot, and then follow up on archives, and then you get to see the whole hand, and hopefully it's full of goodies.
Okay, so ice over HQ, grabbing his valuable install credit. It's nice, very nice. Hedge fund.
I could have just done them together, but hey.
And an ISO R&D. Pretty classic opening. Yeah. Ice hedge fund, as they say.
Okay, I'll draw.
Okay, it looks like I've just drawn up into a keyhole there. That's a card I definitely want to start using very quickly. Let's get the money. 2, I've got Katie in hand, and yeah, click free. Always want to click Katie the same turn you install. I think I'm just taking 1, so yeah, that's fine. Start the economy. Maybe test some defenses next turn. Okay, Andy starts a new remote.
I do like these take
Yeah, great.
Okay, so I think that's just money and lie. So yeah, let's have a look at R&D. Let's start. See kind of what I'm looking for, or what I'll be facing with my keyhole run. So an Eli. Yeah, and I'm just going to bounce off that. And let's have a look at HQ. Oh, that's a toll booth. Oh, that's not good. So 2 in the bad pub. That's kind of broken me a little. We'll bounce off. So we'll up Katie. And a last card draw. Not too sure. I think you should always try and draw first. Then, I guess HB, you never know what horrible, nasty Thyroid I shall see. So always, for those guys, always good to run early. And yeah, I think I'm binning in an inject. It's a bit interesting, but obviously got some. Yeah, got Keyhole, got Parasite. So got some nice cards in hand that I also want to keep. Andy's going for the remote. So install credit, and I think he's just taking 2. So doing the install take 2. Sort of slow forward progress of HB. Right, back to himself. And yeah, I've just drawn into an Eater, so Eater and Keyhole in hand. I'll start abusing them soon. So I'm taking off KT for 6. And yeah, installing the wild side, so getting the draw engine on the go, and last one, just taking the credits, so yeah, that's my meeple at the club. And oh, Andy reses Eliza's toy box, and spends his turn resing the archer. Okay.
I'll do 2 from the wild side.
So the Eliza toy box could be a bit painful. Expect lots of big ice.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah.
And the archer means that I'm gonna have a bit of a tough time if I want to go and sort it out.
It's like a flower, isn't it?
From a distance.
Yeah.
Maybe it's best just to ignore it. But then again, Keyhole comes along, and you can feel pretty comfortable installing some ice over R&D, knowing that no matter what the cost, he can spend a turn to res. So it's a bit on the slow side, so you need to capitalise on this. So getting the Data Sucker. I've got a second Data Sucker in hand as well.
I will.
And so Data Sucker, KT.
And I'll just take 1.
Taking 1. I think I drew up first, so yeah, just discarding the second Data Sucker. Yeah, so I think just building some groundwork here, and waiting for Wildside to, I guess, deliver me the Desperado, possibly some dirty laundries to help. Clone chips, of course. Start the Parasite hate. So just icing up archives and taking credit. So yeah, slow, patient build up by Andy.
First one,
Yeah, so you can probably. So I wonder if he's going to deny the Data Suck token. No, he's just going to let me run through. That's fine. Again, not probably the best. Just wondering if I could bait him into installing, or resing rather. But that's fine. No Desperado, so should make that run a little better. And 2, and we're going to start trying to eat away at the archer. Strength 6, so it'll be there for a little while. Hit up Katie, of course. And getting rid of another inject. So you're an early wild side, and losing a click means I'm struggling to play all these cards, so inject will probably yield more cards. Again, I'll have to discard, so I'm thinking inject good if I'm struggling to find that wild side. I think once the wild sides are, perhaps once I get the chronotype installed, we can consider them. So yeah, installing another remote, and yeah, taking 2.
Draw 2 by wild side. 1, 2. I'll pay 3 for.
And there it is. Yeah, found my chronotype.
So first time I lose again.
So I'll get my meeple back from the club, and my click 2.
That's 3.
But that doesn't come back, of course. I've already lost the click.
Take 1.
So KT, take 1. And actually, I'm just going to swap to the fancy sort of ballroom alt art version of the wild side. We do like our promo cards here. Don't have too many, got a couple to my name. But, yeah, so I've got the alt art KT, alt art wild side. Just in this deck, I absolutely adore the alt art for the Data Sucker. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, over to Andy. Mandatory draw. I think he's looking pretty stable now, but he's drawn a few cards, so you've got to feel like there are agendas in hand. Obviously that toll booth means I'm not going to get through that in a hurry. So it's very a case where he feels like dropping any agendas into... Oh, and... Yeah, head in your hands, and Andy's just played Bioroid Efficiency Research on the Wotan. Which is something, if you're prepared to, you can actually get through. You have to take a brain, trash a program, clicks, money. You can do it. So I'm wondering if he's just trying to push out an agenda behind it, knowing that under normal circumstances it's really hard to break. I'm low on funds, obviously don't have the credits required. So we're just debating whether we want to go through and see what we find.
I'd like to point out to Nathan, it is actually possible to get through all of that.
Yep. Certainly is.
We're in a position to do that.
Yep. Just having a quick check. 4 subs. Crazy match strength.
I don't know, this game isn't...
And the great thing about Bioroid Efficiency Research versus like Oversight AI is that the ice just gets de-resed. It does cost free to play it, but yeah, and here we go. First click. Running the route. I'm spending 2 clicks. 2 credits in a bad pub. I'm trashing a program. And I'm taking a brain. And yeah, Andy snipes out the blackmail. Pretty rough. And yeah, it just gets worse. It's just an Adonis behind.
No, that's fine, I'll bin that.
So that de-reses.
No.
Oh yeah, so Andy thinks I've got through, but actually point out that I actually didn't break any subs. It's,
No.
so it stays where it is. So I went through all of that pain and didn't even see an agenda at the end of it. Sad times. And that was pretty much, I spent clicks 2 and 3 with that. So that's pretty much be done. So I'm going to take Katie and realise I have to come back to back down to 4 cards. Oh, so a Katie and a Vamp. Right now I'm not winning the economy battle. While Vamp is a good card, it probably isn't worth hanging on to if it's unlikely I'm going to be able to play it. So that was Andy, and yeah, so he's going to res the Adonis for a net 1. And that, so it's starting to look pretty bad. That Adonis is well protected. The Elisa's toy box is doing well so far. I can potentially click through Eli to see a card, but that's not great. So
Yeah, they're not pips. To be honest, I just said, get me some dice for this D&D session, and realised I don't have any fancy dice. So it's like, just give me all the sorted dice. So I've got D6s, 4s, 8s.
and I believe Andy's just going to take 3.
Okay.
Oh no, I think he's installing and taking 2. So we've got a new remote over there. So I'm taking 2 cards for free. I see a Dirty Laundry there, and a Desperado. So that'll certainly help once I've got some funds. Now debating what to do. I think I'm going to take off Katie and probably Dirty Laundry Archives, clicking through the Eli, just for a quick injection of cash.
Take off Katie for 12. So there's 9, 10, 11, 12. First click. I'll pay 2
2 Dirty Laundry. Yep, here we go. And I'm just going to click through the Eli, see a card, and yep, that's a priority requisition. Massive 3-pointer. That's very fortunate. Now I'm 3-0 up. And bidding a Desperado. I must have 2 in hand. So that'd be foolhardy to get rid of a Desperado. And Andy reses the Alt Art Adonis campaign. I don't have one of those. I think I gave them away as prizes at earlier quality time events, and I think Andy was victorious one evening, so that was his reward. So just the naked Adonis, there's no ice to protect him.
That's alright.
Again, he's got lots of money. I've got some now, so it might be worth spending 3, effectively 2 with the net pub to go trash that. If I can get the Desperado on board, it effectively only cost me 1, so it's a pretty good trade. No, I'm not confident with the Wotan. And he installs a second piece of ice on that server. So presumably once the Adonis is gone, that's where the agendas are going to start being scored through.
Okay, I'll draw 2 via the
Yeah.
side.
So 3-0 up. Bagging that cheeky Adonis. Not cheeky Adonis, but cheeky Pyrrhec off R&D.
Click 1.
So, oh, here we go. So, 1 Eater, 2 Keyhole, and I imagine 3 is a Keyhole run.
So I believe that is.
So it's 4, effectively 3.
No, top 3 in 1.
Okay, and the ABT I'm going to discard.
Oh, actually, sorry, I spent.
And yeah, there's my Desperado credit. Oh, sorry, no, that was the sort of refund on the bad pub. And then final click, I'll take up Katie. So just the 1 Keyhole run. Now it's still a bit pricey to run through. But, so it all depends if Andy is worried about the threat. You can certainly put some ice there and happily res it at any time. He's actually only used Eliza's toy box once. And, oh dear, I think that's another Pyrrhec in hand. I think I saw a 3rd one. So that's install new remote. And he's installing over the Adonis, gonna finish that campaign early. So I think that might be a Pyrrhec that's gone into there.
Steps up, and I'll draw 2. First click, I'm going to run
Archives.
Oh, disgusting.
Goodbye.
And yeah, Andy meta call bins the swordsman. So I can't use Ito, so I lose the Ito, take a net damage, but I am, because I didn't use the Ito, able to run through and score the ABT. Take myself up to 5 points. I'm losing in Deja Vu as well, that's
I think I will keyhole, and I'll click through.
yeah, and second click I'm going to keyhole and just click through the Eli. So I should be getting a Desperado credit as well. So yeah, I'm going to bin the toll booth. I do not want to see another one of those. And oh no, why am I saying Desperado credit? I don't have it installed yet. I haven't got around to it.
Russian in it. Just Russian.
Well, it's to save 1.
Save 2 points.
It is to save 2 points for 1 agenda.
Okay.
Okay, more money for Andy.
Start down. Apologies. Let's get rid of Corroder.
And I'm just getting rid of Corroder, that's interesting.
I'm gonna score.
And yeah, it was an ABT.
Yeah!
And yeah, Andy's going to trigger.
Yep, and you'll get an install credit as long as it's nice. Oh,
And yeah, I think he's hit 3 pieces of ice.
yeah.
And if this deck is using Bio Efficiency Research and Eliza Toy Box, they're probably going to be big pieces of ice. I think I see a toll booth. That's a Janice. Oh, wow. Okay. So I think that serves pretty much a lock.
Yep.
A toll booth on R&D.
Is that Jackson as well?
Oh, that's
Really
Jackson.
nice Jackson.
And I think there's a Victor 2.0 over... I think what... He did say it was going to be a Jackson. Yes, the archer gets eaten, but now with those other pieces of ice, to be fair, the toy box isn't such a big concern. It pretty much took quite a few turns to slowly munch through. So we're 5 points to Andy's 2, but it's definitely looking like the momentum's swinging in Andy's favour. A lot of big ice on the board. I've lost my only breaker to Swordsman. ABT means I can't use blackmail on that big scoring route, so it's overall looking a little dire.
First click, I will dirty laundry toy box.
So I think I'm going to dirty laundry the toy box, but with no intention of trashing the toy box. Just need to get my economy off the ground. 2 clone ship, yep. Yeah, so I'm moving Parasite to the top, where I want to get that into play. And yeah, we're going to Parasite the R&D toll booth. And surely, last click, I'm going to click up Katie. I need some funds. So that's the second click for Katie. And looks like I've got Clot in hand. Oh, and a draw. Okay, and that campaign finishes, and it's installed, advance. So I think that might be the Pry-Rec. The ABT went in. I think he's been sitting on a priority requisition in his hand for quite some time. But I'm pretty sure there's no way I can get through that, so I think that's going to be a lost cause. Install a Desperado, get myself a Deus Sucker.
Let's run archives, please.
I'm going to run archives and just suffer the net damage. I want to build up some credits. Oh, I lose second keyhole. Build up of credits and Data Sucker tokens to try and quickly. I think I'm going again, aren't I? And vamp, so 1 and 2. 2 on the sucker. So it might come to a point where I can go for the torso. Looks like advance. And it is indeed the Pry-Rec to go 5 apiece, and he's going to res the middle piece of ice, which is an IQ, and he currently has 5 cards in hand, so it's strength 5, so that is some horrible super server. So I pretty much need to stop agendas going into there, but from what I understand, we're actually approaching time.
Yeah, so it's this, but I don't think I can do anything. But
oh yeah, and I think we've actually just hit time. I think I've time during Andy's turn, so I think I've just got this one. I don't think there's a lot I can do. Let's see if I can maths it out to do a keyhole or something.
Archives. I'll do 1/1, and then a keyhole. I have to spend money and click. But then I click, and I couldn't then.
So yeah, I think archives, R&D.
So I might as well just go for a regular access in that case. Let's. Yeah, so I'll go archives.
Yeah, so we're going to go archives.
Beautiful. 1.
Hey, and he hits the I've worse. Draw 3 cards. So Data Sucker token and Desperado as well.
I'll then run R&D.
Run R&D. I lose 3 because I'll pay the toll, but I'm then going to spend my sucker tokens to eat through, and then I think we're just clicking through for a regular access, and no, it was another Janice, so I believe that is game. So yeah, another game's gone to time, but that's 5 apiece, so I think after 2 rounds of won with court games and drawn as runner, which, seeing as I've never tried this deck before, wasn't too bad. So on to the final round, but still looking good. Catch you then.